Hello and welcome to the podcast. How good?
How good?
How
good.
A little bit of a, dusty Saturday morning.
Very, very dusty.
Hey, we got our coffees here. You got your coffee there?
I do.
You got your coffee there?
This is my third, maybe. Fourth,
Yeah, you've had three already.
and a half.
Jesus.
And I had one at home as well.
You've had 4. And it's not even, what?
Do you have a
Is it
limit?
11 yet?
Do I have a
Can
limit?
you just keep putting them back?
I can just keep putting them back.
Really?
Yeah, man.
If I have more than 2 or 3, I start to get like my heart rate goes up. It's just like I just can't do it.
If I have 3 before like 12, I just eagerly need to go take a shit.
No, I do have that feeling. Like you need a shit.
What is a laxative?
More coffees.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I
just
think
like
it is,
relaxes that rectal gland.
Relax.
Just make a quick podcast, like half an hour in. Need to use the lavatory.
Sorry, let them off.
Well, that's why I did my business before we started.
And mate,
So-
you're onto it.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, that's where I was 10 minutes ago,
Very good.
preparing myself for the
That's
podcast.
exactly what I wanted to hear.
Yep.
Also, if anyone can hear anything that's going on outside there, we would love to show you what's going on. There's a beautiful house being built. And you can probably hear the house being built
Apartments,
as
are
well. Are they apartments? Should we ask?
What are you building?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
4 standalone houses on a
Clones.
section, clones.
Yeah.
On a section that should probably have 1 house or maybe 2.
Two.
So-
So it's like one of those houses like units which has like a long driveway and then it just kind of like slots in.
Yeah, so there's
Okay.
a long driveway on the other side, goes all the way down the section, and then there's just 4 houses,
Mm.
like pretty big houses, 3-story, but
Yeah.
we're gonna have a lot of neighbors
Yeah,
very
right.
soon. Yeah.
That's why you might be able to hear banging and squirreling and
Should
nailing.
we close it?
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
close today.
I don't know if it's gonna make that much.
Oh, watch out for the... Oh, you're good.
It was quiet just before we started.
Yeah, and then as soon as we click record,
Dude,
Buddy's carpenter face starts banging the old hammer.
Fucking Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
Mm.
Bob's your uncle. But how do we like our coffee? We like it, blick.
Well, you were saying before that you only do black.
Yeah.
Well,
if I go and buy a coffee from like a cafe or BP coffee, wild bean cafe,
Wow, they're actually good coffees.
I'll get like a flat white or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
But that's only because I like they kind of froth it and it's like proper coffee.
It's something light.
Yeah.
It's good to start the day. It's not like overpowering.
Yeah.
So for me, my first coffee of the day has to be this like really white chick, super like milky coffee, just to like
Cinnamon flavor.
it gets my throat going,
Yeah.
and then I can do the blacks.
Right, it's like a breakfast.
That did not sound right.
It didn't come out well.
Yeah.
I can do the whites, then I'll do the blacks.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I prefer just straight coffee, man. Just
Yeah.
boom into the cup. That's it. I don't know why. Just I don't know. More flavor. It's not just like water. Like, I want to say watered down since it's all fucking water. But
Yeah. Would you say you're addicted?
Oh yeah, I'm addicted.
Nah.
You're not addicted.
Well, over the last 4 days, I've had like 6 coffees in 4 days, but I do get free coffee at my work.
Those are
so-
rookie numbers.
We need to bump those numbers.
Yeah, that's
up.
not a
numbers
lot,
up.
right? But usually it'd be like once a week, maybe twice a week. So
What the fuck?
yeah, not at all.
Holy shit.
Every morning
Yeah.
for me is literally wake up, like zombie walk all the way to the kettle and just, and it's just routine now. That's the first thing I
Yeah.
do when I get out of bed is just go make a coffee.
See, I think I just spend the extra hour in bed, and that's the equivalent for me.
Fair enough.
Hour.
Probably an hour.
See, I have those coffee like filter machines, which you set it for like I don't know 9 a.m. start time.
Yeah.
So by 9 a.m. it'll start like filtering the coffee out and
Right.
putting it into the jug. So I get up at 9:30. It's all ready. Just
Mate, you're like Wallace and Gromit out here. You got that routine going.
right. Just have a coffee with my breakfast. Put on like YouTube or Netflix or whatever, and then help myself to a second.
Yep.
I have to have like 2 in the morning now.
Yeah.
If I had that
Sure,
set up,
too.
I'd wake up 2 hours after. It'd be dead cold. I'd have to pour it out and just reset it again.
No, because you can't
Sad.
push like brew again, so it heats it back up.
Right. I was gonna say, can you press
Yeah.
snooze on it?
Snooze.
Be back in an hour.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that. But I think it keeps it warm for 4 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
Something
you
like
got 4 hours to get to it. It's pretty good.
that. Yeah. But how how do we like our coffee? Do we like, so obviously you can have plunger coffee, instant coffee, filter
Yeah.
coffee, and then I don't know. Is there a difference between like coffee machines, like
I've never really
Yeah.
gotten. I really want to get into coffee machines when I move out. I
Mm.
really just want like the whole experience. I want to take like 10 minutes in the morning just to make coffee.
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd just be like a good routine to get into. Even
Mhm.
though I don't know, you're addicted to coffee, it might be bad, but
Bro, I'm so addicted to coffee. It's
Yeah.
I reckon it's one of the most addictive fucking drugs.
would you
man.
say it's a
Really?
habit,
Wow.
a habit, or like a?
I think it's
addiction?
both, bro. I think it's like you almost have to have a coffee because, one, it's a habit. Second, I have a coffee when I'm bored.
Okay, yeah,
Right.
it's an addiction.
Dude,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that
the
is.
thing about it, right? If you go to uni and you like have an hour break, you probably go get a coffee, right? But it's like, oh, I'll get a coffee. Like you do it
Yeah,
because it's just like
it's-
routine or habit. Or you're just like, oh,
it's a
bored, I
nice
want to
thing
sit
to
down
do.
and just have a
It
coffee.
really depends on like money as well. If I'm like, I don't know, if I like say in my head like, oh, I don't want to go buy a coffee today, I won't get a coffee. I should be fine
Mm.
because I'm already riding that like the coffee wave like the whole day.
Fair enough.
But it's
No,
weird. I really haven't gone a day in like the last 2 years without a coffee.
Neither. I have a
Really?
I get a headache
Whole
if I
day.
don't.
Wow.
I remember I was like real hungover one day, and I just couldn't drink. I just didn't feel like a coffee, like just the flavor and everything. I was like, nah, I don't want a coffee.
Mm.
Got to about 3 p.m. and I'm just like, I got a mad headache.
Mm.
I'm just sitting there like, oh. And then I was like, Mum's like, have you had a coffee today? And I was like, nah. She's like, go make yourself a coffee. She's
It's weird how it works though.
like, you're gonna need a coffee. That's why you got a headache.
It's almost like you're missing something when you start the day if you don't have a coffee. For me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I do drink it in the morning, it feels like it's really good for you.
Yeah.
Like it feels like therapeutic. Hits the
It's
spot. but-
cleansing your body, bro. I just feel like my body wakes up.
Mm.
Like I take the first few sips, and it's just like my body heats up, warms up, and it's just like I just feel like just way more energy straight away. Just like,
Yeah.
oh.
Mm.
And for me, it's when I wake up in the morning now, it's I make coffee, like sit in front of my laptop, apply for jobs or do whatever. But something about having like a mug right there with like steam coming out of it, and it's kind of
Mm.
therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
You kind of look at it, and then you got like soft jazz playing in the background.
Mate,
Coffee and jazz, man. Coffee
You're
and
such
jazz.
a hipster.
Coffee and jazz. And then I
What's that
tie my
song?
hair back in a top knot, grow a beard, and I go to the barista and
Mm.
make some damn coffee.
I'd say the main reason I drink coffee is because I really like the taste of it.
Oh yeah.
Although I don't drink a lot because I usually have enough energy for the day. But often if I have coffee, I'll have like too much energy and just get too like overstimulated.
Fair
So
enough.
I'm thinking about just buying like a lot of decaf just so I can drink a lot of coffee.
Decaf's fine as well.
Just
yeah.
for the flavor.
Mm.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
thing. I like just drinking coffee, like just the taste and flavor. It's just
Yeah,
something nice.
it's really good.
It's like back when you used to watch like SpongeBob, dude. When like the fancy like pinky, you remember that?
Yeah.
You pick up the mug and you're just like, just, I don't know. It's just emotion.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the night is like the motion of drinking a beer is like, and then same in the morning. It's like drinking a coffee. It just feels so like normal for me. I don't know.
Mm.
I'm addicted.
I'm addicted, 100%.
My name's Liam, and I'm addicted.
Hello. my
Please
name's
introduce
Mitch,
yourself.
And I'm addicted to caffeine.
Dang.
So how many coffees would you say you have a day? 5.
Jesus.
Everyone in the room just gasps.
Well, anyway, how's our week's been? We didn't really touch on that. We went straight to just our
Coffees.
addiction to caffeine.
Well, my week started with a coffee. Would you believe
Of
it?
course.
Mine started with 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've basically been riding the same weeks for like the past 2 weeks. Just wake up, apply for jobs. I kind of got like a mini promotion at work where I like go into the office and do bookings and stuff now.
Oh, yep.
Go around the stores and like supervise like demonstrators for like the like silver farms.
Mm.
Good shit.
But yeah, man, I'm struggling with jobs, man.
How many jobs would you say you've applied to so far?
50.
50? Wow.
I
That's
got
a lot of
one
jobs.
interview.
Damn, out of 50?
Yeah. And
Your degree's in demand as well.
yeah. Well, there's like 20 to 30 new jobs a day
Mm.
for computer science.
It's just like automatic like replies.
Yeah.
Sorry, you did not make the cut. Unfortunately, you didn't meet the right criteria
Yeah.
for this job or some shit.
They will
Okay,
not
thank
consider your application any further.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
No. but then you're also like, are they just like twisting my arm here?
Yeah.
Like fucking hell, like
Demons,
because
man.
they're too scared to tell you, like
To your face.
that you haven't got it.
Yeah.
You know, like they just don't want to show that. So
Yeah.
I've been waiting all week. It's been
For
a
the same
long-
job,
Been a long, yeah.
the Wilson parking one.
No. For the one I had on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the interview I had on Monday. Second interview I had on Monday. I've been waiting all week. Like my phone's been on like full ringtone.
Yeah,
Haven't-
I haven't
I
left
haven't-
my phone.
Bro, I haven't left. Yeah, I've never had my phone away from me just because in case I get a call. It's like
Shit.
ugh.
Are you still waiting for the same one that you were waiting for last week?
No, that was-
no. That's
that was a
that's
different one? Okay.
That's a different one.
Because I mean, he had the interview on Monday.
I had the first interview on Friday morning, and then had the second interview Monday morning, and yeah, been waiting ever since.
I feel old, man. You guys feel
Hey?
old?
Nah, I don't feel old.
I
I
do
feel
it
old
times.
doing this.
I do it at times.
What,
I'm doing
applying for
this,
jobs?
but yeah, just like applying for jobs. It feels like, I don't know. You wake up every day and you just feel like,
You're a grown up now, though.
Well,
into
it's
the
like if I
real
don't get
world.
a job, I'm gonna I can't survive. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
like
true.
when I was say like 18 or 17, like Saturday, you know, you just like go out and then you just be hungover or whatever the next day. But now like Saturdays is like, do I really want to be hungover the next day? Because I know that'll mess up the next like 2 days of my life.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know
You,
what I mean?
you have to be productive at this
Yeah.
age. Like, you got to start getting your
There's
shit
so many
together.
responsibilities.
retiring at 22.
Yeah. It's over.
What's
You got
what's your perfect like hangover cure? Like if you're really steamed in the other than our addictive personality to coffee,
Man.
what would you go
Man,
to
man,
like
man.
if you
If I'm
Powerade,
on the road, if I've stayed over at someone's house, for some reason those nights are always when you wake up the worst. When you're at someone else's house.
I don't know, not when you're at Elliot's.
Hey,
Elliot makes some fucking great
yeah,
coffee.
yeah, he does resurrect you very well. But when I'm on the road, I like to stop into McDonald's and get a nice Kerry orange juice.
Bro, I'm actually tempted to do that today, to be honest.
Yeah, that
Kerry orange.
orange juice. That's so good when you're hungover.
I feel like the Charlie's. Is it Charlie's? It is Charlie's. the
Charlie's,
juice.
yeah, Charlie's.
Dude, their quencher range of like juices. Have you seen those ones?
No, I haven't.
The one in like the kind of squarish. I was about to. Yep, the square prisms.
That's not a shape.
It's like a cylinder, but it's shaped like a square. And they have like
What?
lemonade. They have like cosmopolitan. They have like pina colada
the
flavored
hipster
ones.
ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Oof.
Oh my god, those are good, man.
Yeah,
They have like a
good.
black currant one as well. Oh,
Yep.
Oh man, I could
That's-
go for some hash browns right now, to be honest.
Yeah, hash browns does
you got
really
some in the
well as
freezer,
well.
mate?
I don't actually,
Damn.
unfortunately.
Browns, man.
Some tater patties.
Some taters.
Dude, I'm either, I reckon when I leave here this morning or whatever this afternoon, I'm definitely gonna either make some hash browns or probably get a pie.
Get a pie.
What's the first thing you do when you get a pie?
Always blowing the pie.
Always blow on the pie. Always blow on the pie.
You go to a gas station at 3 a.m. in the morning. What do?
Blow on the pie.
Always blowing the pie. Been sitting in that oven for 15 hours.
She's lukewarm. What about you, Josh? Or other than juice, like what do you eat?
Other than juice, depends. If I'm really hungover, I usually can't eat for a while.
Yeah, I'm the same.
No appetite.
I'll just have water and just stay in bed usually until it passes. Weirdly though, once it
Until it passes.
yeah, I just lie on my back, just trying to stay relaxed. And then a good hour or two of that, I actually usually get up feeling better than if I hadn't drunk the night before. I think just the fact that I'm lying in bed, almost like in a meditative state, just trying to like relax and
It's
just
a
trying to
zen
like
state.
clear my head.
Yeah. No, fair
After
enough.
an hour of that, I'm generally fine.
You're all good. Nah, I have some of those is it Barocca?
Barocca
Mm.
performance.
Bro.
Performance.
All those
No,
ads
honestly
where it's
though,
like, oh, it's like
Yeah.
disintegrating.
Like you have that shit when you're like 10, but like when we get to our age,
You had that
now,
when you were 10.
fuck
I haven't even
yeah.
had it ever. I think I've had it like
Dude.
once.
Those things are like lifesavers, man. Give you so many like vitamins and shit.
Yeah,
man.
the orange taste as well.
Bro,
Really refreshing.
It's such a lifesaver, man, when you're like hungover,
Mm.
because you just like gives you those like I don't know. I don't actually know the fuck's in it, to be honest.
The nutrients.
It's just like all the vitamins and stuff just like makes you feel so much better, man.
Right.
Makes you feel way more alive.
So what about a Kerry orange juice with coffee in it?
What?
Ugh.
You reckon? Best of both worlds. You got the
Vitamin
caffeine,
C and coffee, man. I
Yeah,
don't know.
tastes
vitamin
shit.
C and coffee.
They just destroy your teeth.
Have you tried?
Teeth just go black. Oh man.
I don't know if I could do orange juice and coffee. That'd be fucking disgusting.
No, that would
Maybe
be.
like 30 minutes apart.
Mm.
Same time, like
Or separate glasses. You know, one mug and a
Yeah,
glass.
for sure. For sure.
Just switching between.
got you not more than churros.
No churros.
San Antonio woman.
Oh, I've actually never had a churro.
What?
You serious, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that as a topic. Some like foods that you haven't had before.
Snack chat.
So
It's
you
gonna
haven't
make me
had
so
churros
hungry,
before,
bro.
bro. You got to go to Glenfield night markets.
Oh,
They
okay.
do mean churros there, and they're so cheap as well. But churros, oh, you haven't had churros, and you've been to the
No.
States, bro.
Well, yeah, but I didn't go to the fucking States to eat a churro.
Fair enough. You got me. Not even from like Domino's or anything.
No, I don't
You're
know.
feeling
I just-
cheeky. You're like, I might get a dessert with Domino's tonight.
No, I don't really.
$4
I
churros.
don't really eat pizza, to be honest, either.
Oh, fucking hell.
You don't eat pizza?
See,
I've never had pizza.
I prefer like a home cooked or like a restaurant pizza, not like a fast food pizza. If that makes sense.
Like a
True.
crispy base, like
Yeah, like
okay, yeah, I know what you
I
mean.
just know like deep fried because they normally taste somewhat
A
deep fried.
deep fried pizza.
It's just like I don't know. It's just greasy. It's just I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
man.
I mean it's really, really bad for you. But
it's just not as nice. It doesn't taste as like
yeah,
I don't know what it is. I just prefer like going to a restaurant and you get like a pizza from a restaurant. You know, so much nicer.
Well, they're cooked in what do they call it? Those I don't know if I don't think Domino's do it, but they have those like stone hut like ovens.
Oh, like
most-
the pizza oven sort of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Domino's do that. They probably have like some stainless steel like
yeah, I doubt Domino's does.
Just drop it into oil.
yeah, deep fried, heated up from the night before.
You know, overseas Domino's is considered like a premium pizza.
Yeah.
Well, they
Which
probably
is
do
weird.
larger pizzas overseas.
I think it's like the quality. Like I was talking about pizza. We had a Domino's next to our university, and I was talking to my roommate. He's Korean, and in Korea, Domino's is like the best pizza you can get, which is really funny
That's
to me.
unfortunate.
Really, really funny. And then same as where we were, everyone was saying like Domino's is like the luxury or like the premium pizza.
How expensive is it?
It's like $20 for a slice or something.
A slice.
Yeah, around that price range. I guess they.
How
they
big is
just,
a slice?
slice.
Like a
Oh,
fucking-
sorry, a pizza.
Oh, I was gonna say, fuck me.
Yeah.
There must be some good pizza.
Yeah, sorry for a circle.
Hangover cure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well,
Cool. Here
weird
it's
though.
like the dog shit. Like I just go home from a night out. Let me just
Yeah.
have a
$10
$5 cheesy
Yeah,
garlic
five, yeah.
pizza.
Oh yeah, let me get a $5 Hawaiian pizza.
Dude, I
Like-
think I had. Remember that time you guys came back to mine? I think it was after a night out or something. It was like really, really late, and I came back. I got a cheesy garlic pizza. It was the best pizza I've ever had in my life,
Yeah,
and it was the
when was
most
this?
simple. It was like probably 2 years ago.
No, I'm not gonna remember that.
Oh my god! Man. I just remember being absolutely toasted, opening this pizza box, and just in like the aromas were just
Mm.
yeah.
and then biting into that pizza, bro. I had the
Yeah.
pizza in like 10 minutes. Even that.
Yeah. I love fucking McDonald's chicken nuggets when you're smashed.
Yeah,
Just sitting in bed. just
something
eating
about
nuggets, bro.
fast food when you're drunk
Yeah.
is just
Well,
so
it's because
good.
it's fatty, bro, and all the fat like eats away, like eats the enzymes and absorbs all the shit alcohol in your body.
Right? Is that?
No, it's like that's
Yeah, I'll
facts,
take your
man.
word for it.
Facts with a Z.
I remember that time we.
Don't Google it.
Yeah.
Remember that time we got a 20 pack of McDonald's nuggets down at the bottom of Queen Street, and then we went to a club at the top of Queen Street,
Yes.
and we walked up the whole thing, and I started with 20 nuggets in my hand. I got to the top of Queen Street, and there were
finished
no
them.
nuggets.
Yeah.
I was like, "Did you guys help me?" No one helped me.
I remember
took
that.
them.
Just inhaled 20 nuggets.
It's like the time that
in,
me
like,
and
3
Ben
minutes.
got, like I think we had 60 nuggets, because like BK did was it like 10 nuggets for $3 or some shit?
Oh yeah,
Oh fuck,
So like we get 30 nuggets for like $9
bro,
each. Smash back 30
that's
nuggets
so
each.
dangerous.
The thing about like when Burger King and McDonald's do like promotions like that,
Mm.
I don't need it, but you just feel inclined
No.
to go buy
Same
it.
with
You know?
KFC, do it like 20 for 10 now.
Yeah.
Fuck, I've never tried it, but I've actually never had KFC nuggets, because I've always just had BK or McDonald's, because But I
You
know.
haven't had KFC nuggets.
Nah.
They're known for chicken. You know that.
Well, yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That's what I get when I go to KFC, right? I get Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And a Pizza Hut. McDonald's.
I don't know. I'm not much of a fast food person though. Like I don't really, unless I'm like on the road and I need something quick, or I'm like drunk. I don't really eat fast food. Like I don't know.
Right.
I don't really buy much food, to be honest.
I had one time where I had Macca's after I went to a festival in like Mount Smart Stadium or something. Came home, we had to catch a train back to town. Went to Macca's there, had like a cheeseburger or something. And I worked the next morning at like 10 a.m. in like Silverdale or something. And then I woke up and it wasn't even a hangover. It was like death. And I was like, oh man, I had never had food poisoning before.
Oh.
And so I was like dying in bed, like sweating, like fever, like
Jesus.
I was just like,
What, from a fucking cheeseburger?
It was something like that. Yeah, it must have just been like something off about it, because there's no way I couldn't have been spiked or anything. I didn't take any weird drinks or anything at the concert.
Yeah.
So I woke up the next morning, and my bowels were just like, I could just feel my stomach like shaking.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom and I was like throwing up bile for like 5
Yeah.
hours. I had to get my mum to like call Fong and be like,
Say,
hello, like my son is not able to come into work today or something like that.
Clearly, he can't even
Yeah.
phone you himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wouldn't even tell you what was coming out the other end of my body. Jesus.
let me guess.
crikey.
I don't know.
Dude, I don't think I've ever had like food poisoning that I can remember, at least, like directly, like that I knew of.
Right.
I don't think I've like eaten something and then
Left.
I don't know, like, well, like I mean, I've never like eaten something and then like the next day like felt really sick after eating it. Like normally I've been like sick before I ate it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, like
You get a sniff
That's
coming on.
That's your trick.
Yeah.
You're always sick,
yeah,
right?
Stay sick. Stay
Like a
woke.
I'm always sick.
I'm always in pain. That's
Oh, whoa.
surprising though. Like never thrown up, never had a bad stomach.
What, from food?
Yeah, from food.
I get that all the time.
I don't think so. Oh, I think I felt like maybe shit.
Yeah.
Like I do that when I have KFC, man. I get KFC and then
I
after
think
I
that's
finish it, I'm just like, oh, I feel like shit.
That's part of the experience, isn't it?
Yeah. While we're on the topic of being sick though, or like sickness, coronavirus.
Oh man.
Oh, bro.
4th case yesterday.
Yeah.
Dude went to a concert last
and
week.
Tool. My mate went to Tool.
My mate was there as well.
Have you seen your mate recently?
No.
Good. Stay away.
Stay
from
away.
I had a guy that I work with. He was working last night, and he was like, "Oh, you know how I haven't been in all week?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm pretty sure I had the coronavirus."
I think you would know, bro.
He was like, "I was in my room. It was one of the worst flus I've ever had," and he had to like quarantine himself in his room. So he's in his room for 3 days. He was like, "Yeah, I felt really, really bad for 3 days, but he got through it." So
How old
he's
is
just guessing. He's 19.
he? Well, it's just you like the immune system for
Yeah.
us is like fine.
Right,
You
like, I
recover
don't-
from those pretty easily.
Yeah, I think it's like for us, it's like a bad flu, right? But it's
Yeah.
not going to be like threatening,
Yeah.
like life threatening.
You'll recover from it.
You hope.
I just
Yeah.
I don't like how like people are so like freaking out about it so much, but then there's not really any precautions. Like like real precautions. There's nothing that people are really doing. So it's
Yeah.
like, what do you want me to do? Like, what? Tell me to wash my hands? Like, I can wash my hands as much as I want, but if you don't wash your hands,
It doesn't make a
it
difference.
doesn't. No matter what I do, it's like
My local supermarket, they've put out like wet wipes for and stuff for
Yeah.
the like trolleys and that.
I do it at the
For
gym.
the
too.
handles.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that going to help though?
Yeah.
Those things are already pretty dirty.
Well, yeah, but you put it across. You
Yeah.
probably just stick your hands on it with the wet wipes. It's I don't know, maybe just some kind of precaution, but I find it so weird, this whole thing, because like the actual flu is probably more deadly than
Yeah.
Well, from what
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah, exactly.
is that there's more cases of the flu
Oh,
around
yeah.
the world than this.
Percentage numbers of people dying in coronavirus is actually small compared to like
Small, yeah.
people that have got it and then like
How many people have actually died from it?
It's like
it's been a couple thousand.
there's been a few,
few
a
thousand.
lot. It's because it started in China as well.
But then
Like
most
a lot of
likely
the population.
most of the deaths are like in China though.
Mm.
Like a good percentage of them are
The
from
epicenter.
China, which
I
is from
think-
the beginning because they didn't know how to like what it was or how to like somewhat treat
Right.
it.
Right.
And I think it's quite unhealthy. People, elderly people, unhealthy people in China.
Yeah.
Well, if you're eating bats, I mean,
You-
the healthiest
yeah.
person ever.
Bro, I've seen
You haven't had
I've
a
seen
good
videos
start.
of like them eating like baby rats or like mice or I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Like little
Yeah.
babies and they're still like, alive. It's
Oh.
fucked, bro. They're just like picking it up with like chopsticks or just stabbing it and then just like eating it.
It's
Like,
probably a
fuck?
miracle we haven't had some other virus come through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, the mortality rate is either 1 or 2%.
No, so it's not.
I think it was higher at the start. Maybe it's come down. I can't remember what it is, but given how much media coverage there is,
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bro.
That's all I hear about.
but at the same time, it's very transmittable. So you don't want like your whole population, because potentially everyone could get sick. Is that transmittable?
Yeah.
So you really don't want your whole population out for 2 weeks with a bad flu. Like
Yeah.
you have not a huge amount of deaths, but at the same time, it's just not good.
Yeah.
Not good for business.
We know direct flights to Australia are $70 right now.
Oh, bro, there was a flight to
Yeah.
Queenstown for like $9.
Yeah.
You
So
serious?
cheap.
Queenstown in
Like,
New Zealand.
Dude, like
Yeah.
one-way tickets
What?
to Queenstown for $9.
We have 4 cases. Not like Queenstown's infected.
Queenstown's like what, $300 normally? Like,
Yeah.
$9.
No, Elliot's traveling. You guys know that?
But yeah,
Wait,
I saw his
he's
travel
planning,
plans.
He's
Right.
planning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw him yesterday and he was telling me about his plans.
Yeah.
Well, if
Seen
that's
that-
like at least like 5-6 months in the future, you should be fine. There'll be like a vaccine.
It's hard
by
to
then.
say where it'll be
Mhm.
at that stage, but he's saying like
Buying
it's a
cheap
good time to
tickets.
travel because it's cheap.
Yeah.
So
You buy it now.
Well, you could
Yeah.
just buy your tickets now for in the future.
Yeah.
You know, if you know you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I still think they should be shutting down like a lot of flights. Like I know that people have, you know, job meetings and shit, or people need to travel or whatever it is. But it's like, for instance, say it was like a zombie apocalypse or some shit like that, right? And obviously that's pretty far fetched, but people, you would take proper precautions. You would like shut down flights. You would do that shit. So it's like if this thing is that bad, like regardless of business, you need to stop it from spreading. So you need to like try congest it into one somewhat of an area.
It's tough though.
So you can
Airlines,
properly
some
do it.
airlines will go under, will go bankrupt. Like it's
That's
pretty
just how
bad.
the Western
But
world
that's
functions.
just
that way, like,
how it. That's just like that's just business, man. Because this is
it's
you
just
know,
business.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like anything. It's you just they need to do proper testing. I think at the airports.
But those tests are like pretty.
They're doing temperature tests, which is fucking ridiculous.
Why? There's more than temperature. You can
Apparently
just have
that's
a
all they're
common-
doing,
You could just
from
have
what
a
I've
common
seen.
flu.
Yeah, but imagine like walking onto a plane. They're just taking your temperature, and you're like perfectly fine. It's like, yeah, but by the time you get off the plane, you might have a temperature.
Yeah.
Just from being on the plane.
Yeah. Like,
Fuck this. I want to get out.
I just think how what I thought was interesting, like how the NBA reacted to it,
Oh yeah.
telling all the players to not
high five.
high five, fist bump, which is what same shit, and not do like autographs or anything like that with the
Yeah.
fans. But it's like any fan could, even if they don't have coronavirus, they could have a flu. They're still gonna get to the players anyway. Any sickness is contagious like that.
Plus,
Yes.
wouldn't it be in the air anyway? If you've got like thousands of fans,
Yeah.
like right next to the court.
One person coughs, that just
Yeah. I heard that a football league shut down all live viewings of games.
that's right.
yeah.
The,
Pretty surprising.
In Italy,
yeah.
Bro, see, if that's not fucking business and revenue, then
Yeah, like it's a huge hit to economies for sure.
holy shit.
but that's interesting though, because I reckon people would still go to the games regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's banned.
It must just be courtesy of the players.
Like they're not letting anyone in.
Yeah,
So
that's
Yeah.
nuts.
yeah.
You're playing in an empty stadium.
Yeah, it'd be weird, eh? Weird.
you
vibe.
feel like you're back in like high school, bro.
yeah.
How do you celebrate a goal?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You see that? Oh no, you didn't.
Your mum's they let your mum and your mum's just like
Bro, you just go up to like behind the goal and you just yeah, come on.
yeah.
The one goal you score in your life is in front of no
front of no
fans.
I think it'd be televised though, right? Still,
Oh, it'd be televised,
for
but
sure.
no one's there.
come to the camera. See that?
Stand up in your homes.
No, I know. I'm just over kind of hearing about it, to be honest now.
I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better though.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like, like I can't do anything. Like there's nothing I can really do other than just watch my own hygiene.
Yeah.
Just be more hygienic.
So I'm kind of just sick of hearing about it.
Well, I usually use hand sanitizer before I leave the house and that.
Yeah.
Wash my hands like quite a bit. But I don't wear a mask or anything.
Those masks do jack shit.
It's just covers your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
can
cough,
get
it's
it
still
in-
got to come out the sides.
No, even that you can still, if someone coughs on you and you're wearing a mask, it can still go through your eyes, your ears.
Yeah. Well, like
It's always an entry.
Yeah.
my mum works at Southern Cross, and she was like saying that doctors and stuff and nurses were telling her that those masks are like less hygienic. Like they're actually not even like no better. They're
Really?
not, if anything, they're probably worse. Like
That's such a weird misconception, then.
yeah, I don't know the science behind it.
Well, if it makes
Yeah.
people feel more secure, then I guess that's one thing.
Well, information doesn't mean if you feel secure, you're doing the right thing though.
Yeah.
Mm.
But there's always that with like multiple things, like just a little sense of security
Yeah.
when you wear like a mask. Even if you do get it, it's still, I don't know.
Mm.
During the time when if you leave the house and you wear a mask, you're like, oh, I feel better leaving the house with a mask on than so and so.
I guess. I'd never walk around with that mask though.
Yeah, I couldn't see myself wearing one of those.
Mm.
Yeah, you'd never see me put that thing on. No way. Oh. Well,
I was gonna pull up some topics.
some
I was
topics.
about to pull my phone out of my pocket, but then I realized it was recording over there. So
okay,
I did see the Westlake. At Westlake, they had their annual, I think it's second or third annual paper scissors rock competition.
What?
Yeah, so they get the year 9s together on the quad,
Yeah.
and then everyone takes part, and it's like a bracket. So you all match up, and then after the first round, 50% of people are out. Second round, next 50% out. Third round, next 50%. I just saw it on Instagram this morning.
What?
And the really funny thing to me is I watched the final round, and the two kids who got to the final round, you know, when you're year 9, you're like shy, like you're quiet. Those kids like clearly didn't want to be up there. And the funny thing is, with paper scissors rock, you can't really like control whether you win or not.
I have a
Well,
counter argument to that actually.
You can maybe if you're a pro.
Yeah.
You can maybe like
Predict somewhat
predict a little bit.
tendencies.
But it's like, if you didn't want to be up there, there's still a chance that you go all the way to the final. And it reminded me of a really funny South Park episode where the parents signed all the kids up for summer baseball. And the kids were all like, man, we don't want to waste our summer playing baseball. Let's intentionally lose the game so that we can exit out of the tournament. We don't have to come back next week and play. And then so they go to their first game. They try to throw the game. And then after a while, they realize the other team's trying to throw the game as well.
So it's whoever can throw it the best.
Exactly. And they go all the way to the finals playing like dog shit baseball, trying to throw the game. It's just a really hilarious thing. And it reminded me of that this morning.
Yeah. Well,
But
both
tell
of you
us-
just trying to lose.
Yeah, it's like if you didn't want to be there, it's like you can't exactly lose paper scissors rock, or can you?
You can. So
You can.
in a recent book that I read, Digital Minimalism, there was like a section on it about how on ESPN there was an actual paper scissors rock tournament
No way.
in like the 2000s, and people were sending through complaints to ESPN saying like, oh, this isn't a sport. There's no skill involved in
Okay, right. Yeah.
paper scissors rock. But then there was always like 3 dudes who would always make it to the finals.
Really?
There was no inconsistencies in stats or anything. There was always like 2 to 3 guys who would always make it to the end. And it's all based on like psyche and like psychological skills of being able to trick the opponent into thinking something else.
Yeah.
With the eyes, mate. It's all in the eyes.
Yeah. Well, you say stuff like, oh, I'm going to do scissors or something. Or you throw in like signs of something like, oh, you like having a yarn with the guy on the other side. Because they talk and stuff. It's like, you say something like, oh, did you see that dude got cut from that basketball team?
Yeah.
That injects like scissors
Cut.
into their head from cut.
So part of the
Yeah.
game is tactical small talk.
Yeah.
Before,
But it's a
before
skill.
you rock
It's
off.
a skill. You gotta like,
What's making
Remember
their
that.
brain thinking about like cutting scissors? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
but it's like talking trash in basketball, right? It's all part of the game. It throws the other guy off.
Yeah.
So
Should we do a segment? Because we don't have a segment this week. Let's do a paper scissors rock. Quick one. Take like 2 or 3 minutes. Do a paper scissors rock tournament.
I'm gonna do paper.
I'm gonna do rock.
Yeah. I'm gonna do
Yep.
dynamite.
But the kids that got to the final, they clearly didn't want to be there. So I guess like they didn't have those skills.
That was just luck.
I thought that was
pure
interesting as in that book, man, reading about it. It was always the same 2-3 guys who always made the finals of the thing. Because people were complaining that it was just like, oh, it's paper, scissors, rock. It's just like, you got a 30% chance of winning or whatever.
It's probably reading other people's like pattern too. So it's like, you know that they've done like rock.
Yeah.
And then like, you know that they know that you've done like scissors or something. So they're like, okay, they're thinking this. So
it's like that Zach Galifianakis meme with his face and all those equations going around his head.
But the thing is, what's the difference between, you know, paper, scissors, rock? It's all like psychological skills and being able to read patterns. What's the difference between that and like poker or something?
I was just gonna say poker
because that's on ESPN and no one complains about that.
Dude, I play a lot of poker.
But I think
poker's incredibly deep game.
But the thing is poker's
deep.
More of like, I like a poker face, like being able to trick someone rather than.
I'm so bad at it.
All right, if I was to go like, are you gonna do scissors? And like you don't have a poker face, you're like, oh no, I've got you, mate. I know you're gonna do scissors.
No, I don't even know how to play poker. Like
I should teach you, man. It's so fun. Texas Hold'em, mate, with the boys.
Yeah, it's a really good game. Poker.
I also don't bet, so that's probably a good.
Yeah, I don't gamble.
Play, so.
I think we talked about that before. Gambling. And just,
we talked about it because we talked about Elliot going to the casino.
Yeah, that's right. Elliot's always at the.
So we've mentioned Elliot in every single podcast.
Oh man,
everyone's been itching to meet this guy.
Who the fuck is this Elliot figure?
You're probably gonna see him. Yeah, and they're gonna be like, "What? That's Elliot." Yeah.
He's like this in his chair, like sitting up straight. Oh shit! What else did I have written down? I was gonna talk about. Or go back into like music a bit.
Yep.
And talk about what I brought up at the start. Talk about jazz.
And
why do you guys think jazz is such a good like genre? And we can lead this into other genres as well.
For me, it's all about the saxophone.
The sax.
I like the saxophone.
So smooth, man. And also the fact that it's freestyled. Some recordings are not necessarily freestyled, but if you go see live jazz, often it's just freestyled. And when it's freestyle, it becomes such an incredible art because it's like, you know, the guy, like you're not guaranteed to have like a good performance necessarily. So you're always seeing like a really raw performance. But at the same time, I think when it's freestyled, that's when you get the best music. When it's like a pure freestyle and you're in the zone and you're flowing, I think that's when you get the best sound.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
well, that's what we found best about like Taj Sultana's concert, right? She's up there on the stage, just freewheeling everything.
Yeah, that's what that's
slamming the ground with her like guitar, like playing it with her feet and shit. It's like, what the hell?
That's what I thought we could talk about is like concerts and like what concerts we've done and sort of like our favorite ones and etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, that Taj Sultana concert.
Nuts.
Holy shit, man. Like, I've just never, like, I'm not gonna go out and say I've been to a shit ton of concerts. So there's probably people that'll be like, that's fucking basic. But honestly, dude, that was probably the best concert I've seen in terms of just money worth. Like, what we paid, $100 for like
$100,
and we were from here to, how far away were we? Like fucking 20
Well, on
meters?
the stage, she was like 20 meters away from us, and then she came off the stage, and she was probably the same distance away from where the camera is now from us.
Just like ripping the guitar,
just playing a guitar, and then oh my god, that's right, because I was recording, and then as the chick behind me was like tapping my shoulder, being like,
"Stop recording!
Why are you recording us? Just enjoy the concert." And I just looked at her and was like, "Fuck off!" And then Taj Sultana's right there. I'm like, "Oh my god, it's Taj!"
Bro, she was like just beautiful, man. 5 different guitars she brought out, and then she brought out like 4 or 5 different electric guitars, and then brought out a 12-string encore acoustic. We're just like, it was incredible, man. Just like she played Notion for like half an hour.
I like that she can do that, because it didn't feel like half an hour. It felt like 10 minutes.
Because she was mixing songs like into that. She should start Notion, then like like flow it into like another song, play parts of that song, and then bring it back.
It's gotta be jungle.
It's gotta be jungle.
Everyone started turning around looking at me. Just gotta be jungle.
Were you shouting that out?
I was shouting it out the whole time.
concert.
As soon as she started playing the concert, it's gotta be jungle.
And then you hear like the like the stronger jungle, and then Liam, dude, all you hear is it's gotta be jungle.
That's crack up.
And then right at the start, you hear Angus just like play wagon wheel. And then that chick turns around in front of us. She's like, yeah. Like so excited, like from us saying play wagon wheel.
That was such a good concert, man.
Damn.
What's the best concert you've been to, Josh? Have you been to many?
We've been to a few.
John Mayer.
Yeah, probably John Mayer.
Or one of
John
like
Mayer was amazing. Yeah.
like or one of the what would you say?
Kamasi Washington was really
like
really good. Kamasi Washington, he was a big jazz band, a lot of veteran players, and so they would all do like their separate freestyles, which was awesome. So he would do like his sax freestyle. They did a drummer freestyle. They did like a keyboard freestyle, which I think is like underrated in jazz.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. And then also a bass drummer.
Okay.
Not bass drummer, bass guitar solo.
Yeah.
Close.
I love a nice bass guitar, bro.
Yeah.
Love a nice bass.
The guy's name was Thundercat. And
Thundercat.
he's got like
Legendary.
he's got a couple records out, but his bass solo, like I didn't think you could be that musical on bass.
Yeah.
But it was an incredible solo.
Yeah.
What about that Lime Cordial gig that we went to?
Yeah, that was a really good
The pre-act was fucking good too.
I reckon that wasn't the best music, but that's probably the most fun I've had at a concert. Like that was a really good concert.
What was the pre-act? Was it like Gold Member?
Gold
or some
member.
Shit?
Yeah. Yeah, those guys are so
Member.
good.
That guy
I
had
love
the
the word member, man.
he had like the electric keyboard, or like electric drum
Yeah.
keyboard. I don't know what the fuck it was, because he was playing like keyboard, and then he started playing like electronic drums. It was
Right.
it was like both. I think it was fucking cool.
And he had that sound effect on the drums.
Yeah,
eh?
it was fucking
That was
nice,
awesome.
man.
Do you remember they were so good? And I didn't really know who.
We had no idea who they
We
were.
didn't know who they were, but I also didn't really know who
Lime Cordial. Were?
Lime Cordial was.
I knew that one song.
Because Angus took us along.
Yeah.
And then so we arrived at the gig. There was like one warm up, and then Gold Member played. And we were like jamming out to it hard for like 45 minutes, however long they played.
Yeah.
And then they finished, and we're like, that was awesome.
And then
Like,
Lime
and I
Cordial
started
walked
heading
out.
home. I'm like, all right, let's get out of here. Let's go home.
Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go home.
And Angus is like, Lime Cordial hasn't played. I was like, what? That wasn't Lime Cordial? Like they were that good for like an indie warm up.
Yeah, bro. They were
Lime
really
Cordial is Confidence, right? Is it?
good. No, that's
No.
Ocean Alley.
Oh, Ocean Alley, yes.
No, Lime Cordial was the Waking Up Easy. I won't sing it for you.
I
mate.
didn't
I
get
haven't
my
got a singing voice.
Oh, you put yourself on the spot now, mate.
Yeah.
No, that was the same night that you didn't bring your fucking ID.
Yes.
And
yes.
I said we were
So stoked about
Bro,
it. Yes.
we were so drunk, and I remember telling the bouncer, trying to convince the bouncer that he was over 18, and that to check his Facebook page for confirmation.
Oh my god.
He was a good guy though. He was
That
like,
was the only thing I could think of.
because you guys were both there, and he's like, can you vouch for this guy?
Yeah, I was like,
You guys were
100%
like, yeah.
vouch.
Which was lucky. Otherwise,
No.
I'd be listening to it through the doors.
Yeah, no, he was
And you would have probably actually hit him after the first act.
I'm a head out.
And I remember the only song I knew from Lime Cordial was that Waking Up Easy song. And they like didn't play it. And then they went off stage and I'm like, fuck, the only song I know they didn't play. And then they came out for the encore and played the song in the
Yeah.
encore. And I was like,
Yeah.
thank God. Like,
That was really good live. I still remember that
Yeah.
live.
what about Leisure?
Oh, no. I think Leisure was the best. That's because I was trying to remember. In my mind, I had one that I thought was clearly the
Leisure
best.
were
I think
fucking good.
Leisure was the best.
Leisure were fucking good.
Yeah.
Everyone was high as fuck at Leisure.
Just second handing it
Oh,
all the time.
dude.
Dude, every time you go to the power station, as soon as the music starts, you just see like all these clouds go
Yeah,
up
bro.
into the air, and you can
Remember
smell it.
Smell it.
But everyone in the front row was like pinging.
Yeah, you got
Just
the pingers,
pinging
and then
hard,
you got
bro.
the high people.
Just like
and you got the
standing
drunk
there,
people.
bro. Like
Those people scare
all
me,
of them,
man.
bro. Just like before that, like in the pre-act, all of them just like
You can
it's
tell.
so
eh?
fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like the proper pingers though, people who just like flail their head around like going crazy. Their head's on like a swivel and like this tongue's out. That shit scares me, bro. Like zombies. They just have no idea what the hell they're doing.
Like when you go to what's that, listening or whatever.
Oh
it's
yeah,
called.
and the dude's like climbing the like
All these 16-year-old girls just picking out of their mind.
Oh,
so dumb, man.
Can't
Terrible.
handle their ecstasy.
such a strong drug. Eh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, is it?
Like, yeah. I mean, we've done it once. I probably would never do it again.
Right.
Just because
Yes, once.
once is enough. Just to see what it's like. But it's been like, what, 2 years? But it's just so, it's so strong. Like,
Yeah. But you had it for Bay Dreams.
yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Bay Dreams was fucking good.
Beijing's is
On
amazing.
topic of like.
Well,
concerts.
that's my first exposure to Taj Sultana right there.
Yep, that was the first time I saw her.
Ultimate vibe.
Bro, when I was on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And she started playing the guitar on the ground.
What's going on over there, man?
Bro, I was just sitting
Play
there
the
like,
guitar on the ground.
oh, fucking hell. And then I was kind of like, put me down, put me down. Because you get up there and then you kind of like, everyone can see you, and you kind of like, fuck this, I look like a faggot.
Well, if you're a dude on another dude's shoulders, and then the guy on the bottom, me,
Yeah.
like trying to like jive around and like move, your nuts would just take a beating after a while. Just
Dick to the face.
resting on my neck.
Yeah, no, it's not comfortable. I'll tell you that firsthand.
Yeah.
But you also just feel like really fucking stupid.
Yeah. Looking around, there's only girls up there.
Yeah.
And you're the only
Like,
dude.
Get down, get down.
Yeah.
Nah, I enjoyed Bay Dreams a lot, man. It was like that middle period from probably about what, like 2 to 3 p.m. to like probably 7.
Oh, anything
Just
was
like-
better than the drive there. In your granddad's car.
Oh, from my
Tauranga.
from my grandparents' place to the venue. Because I was gonna say the drive down was all good.
Drive down was like chill as.
It was
yeah.
fucking quick.
That's
bro.
hilarious.
Luke was smashed.
Steam.
Peaked early.
And
Bro,
then in your granddad's car, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, Luke, because he had that like juice bottle,
Yeah.
and he like poured out the juice, and he had like Sprite and vodka or something.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
He was just drinking in the back of my car.
And then we sat on the sidewalk waiting for the acts to happen. We were in Tauranga and we were just
Oh,
I don't know what I was drinking. I don't think I was drinking beer.
we had the IPAs.
Oh, we did have the IPAs, yeah.
We had the IPAs. We bought a bottle of champagne, and then we had Angus's box of Peroni.
That's right.
We were drinking that on the way down, so we had like half a box when we did that. So we had your beers. I think we actually brought some other shit too, like some other like beers. Like, I don't know, like a 6-pack or some shit. I don't know. And then
I was proper done by the time we got into your granddad's car. Because it was so hot
we had
as
a
well.
beer at my grandparents
Yeah.
too.
Before, yeah.
Yeah,
That was bad.
because we finished. We were just drinking that champagne from the bottle, just like. Wasn't that strong though?
That sidewalk was just like tainted with alcohol.
Yeah, we were steamed, man. It was a hot day too,
Yeah.
so we were steamed by that point. And then we got in, and we're like, thank God, because it was like $10 drinks,
Yeah.
and you had to
Mhm.
wait.
Yeah.
It was fucking ridiculous, man.
But
remember-
double parking with those long whites
Yeah,
at Bay Dreams.
was it long ways? Oh yes, because I was drinking the Woodstocks, because I was like,
Yeah, they had
fuck.
like Canadian clubs, long whites,
and then they had
Woodstocks, and then I think they had Heineken.
Summersbury as well.
Summersbury, that's right.
But yeah, I had Woodstocks, and then I remember near the end of the day, I went to get Woodstocks. And we're like, we'll run out of Woodstock, and I was like,
We're only
it
selling
is
one
then."
per person now. 'Cause
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys are
that's
too
right.
smart.
Yeah, fucking. I was like, really? I'm gonna buy one? So didn't we? No, I think it was with you, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go up, and I bought one, gave it to you.
Walk to the next.
Walked to the
thing.
next,
Yeah.
like 2 people down, bought another
Mhm.
one, gave it to you, and we'd just go down the aisle, and we just had like ended up having like 6. Like
I think
3
me and my
each.
brother got pulled out for doing that
Yeah.
because we tried the same thing, and then the security guard came up to us and was like, "Fuck are you doing?"
What do you
Just, like,
think,
told us
bro?
to
Getting
get
more
out.
drinks,
What do you
dipshit.
I'm using my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. The planning at
Efficiency.
that event was really not that good.
No,
Like,
especially with the drinks.
because I missed Catch a Fire. That was
Yeah.
the act I wanted to see the
We
most.
missed them as well.
Yeah, like we
I think it was at the
arrived.
end.
Because that was stupid. That was my fault.
Well, because we thought the main
I
stage.
thought the main stage was the second stage, and I was like, "Oh, this is
we all did, bro.
this is Catch a Fire." And we were like jamming to it. I was like, "This isn't Catch a Fire."
And it was like because they were like islanders, but they were like way more rap.
Yeah.
Right.
We're like, man, this is different.
Oh no, they're around the corner. I was like, damn.
Because Tash came out after them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
Yeah, I think Tosh was the first we saw, so
it must have been.
it
Yeah.
would have made sense.
We didn't even set the tent up. Fucking hell. We didn't even set the tent up.
Nah.
We ended up just crashing in the same tent as like Lauren's and shit.
Yeah.
We had like fucking 8 people to.
Well, by the time we would have set the tent up,
No, fuck that.
it would have taken like an hour.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
The
ended up
amount
having-
of things we could have snuck in that tent bag.
I was fucking pissed off, man.
It's like, oh, you got an aerosol can? Nah, leave it behind. Your tent bag, take it on through. You're good.
Guys, just like we got there, he's like, "Do you want any deodorant? Do you want any sunblock?" We're like, "Fuck it, why not?" We decided like loaded ourselves
Yeah.
up. It was like,
Yeah.
might as well use it. It's
Yeah.
free. But oh, the amount of shit, yeah, you could have smuggled. You could have smuggled a whole bottle of fucking liqueur.
That's what I learned at
Oh,
the festival last year that I went to. Joe's Farm.
oh for New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like shitting myself because it was the first time I was like bringing my car into like a festival and then taking stuff in. So we had like these really small, like, what do you call them? Like tequila bottles. You know, those ones you can buy from like the front checkouts at
Yep.
liquor stores. We had those, and I like pushed them into like, you know, the back of your seats, how you have the like mesh where you put stuff in.
Yep.
So right under there was like a little like Velcro strap where you could pull it off.
Mm.
I just like hit them under the fucking strap.
Oh.
And so we're pulling into the event. I think one of my mates had like a bottle as well in like their sleeping bag. And then Jess had one in her sleeping bag as well. We drive in, and there was like 4 different lanes to get in.
Yeah.
And we went, I like just randomly picked one. Went to the one where there was like a car in front of us already. And then the security guard's like checking the dude's boot, like pulling everything out and stuff. And I was like, oh shit, we might get done here. And I pull up, and the dude's like, hey, how are we doing, guys? We got any alcohol or anything here? I was like, nah.
No.
He's like, just show us your tickets. And I was like, sweet. I was like, oh, they're in my boot. I went back to the boot, got the tickets out, showed him. He was like, oh, and I had my like hydro flask, like my metal one, which had water in it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, what's in there, man? I was just like, it's just water. He's like, oh, he like opens it. He like smells it. He's like, I can't even tell if that's gin. It was genuinely water. And he was like, close it up, and he's like, all right, sweet, you guys are good to go through. He didn't check our car at all.
Fucking hell.
Damn.
And I like looked at Jess, and do you know Ryan Rodriguez?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
I looked at him and I was just like, skin color, mate. Straight on through. Straight on through, mate.
Not racist at all.
And then we get in and we go through like the bag check and stuff, and it was pretty busy, so they rushed it really fast.
Yeah.
So you give them the sleeping bag, they just go like, all right, you good.
What are they checking for? Like a fucking 12-inch bong? Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather them do that than what they did at Daydreams. Daydreams took like an hour and a half to get in
Yeah.
because they were checking like everyone, like
Yeah.
patting
Not
down.
not the people on the cars though. Only the people like walking.
Oh really?
Bro,
Wow.
because when we went
They
through,
didn't even check our 10 bag.
dude,
Really?
we had the massive tent bag, and I was like, dude, we could have put so much shit in this. Like he didn't even open it. I was like holding it, and he's just like, "Yep, go through." All he did was check out like our backpack. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like the amount of shit we could have like snuck in, man. I was so gutted. But
I wasn't mad like buying the drinks though. That just kind of made it better because they were like cold drinks, so refreshing.
yeah, are we doing any upcoming festivals? Like,
Well, there's Tame Impala coming up. I still kind of want to buy tickets to that because there's still tickets available.
it's gonna be expensive as fuck now though.
That's like $130.
Oof.
If I get a job,
Could be
I'll
worth
go.
it though. If I get a job, I might. But that's still a lot of money for Tame Impala.
Yeah, but it's like I'll probably never see them again.
True.
I probably will, but
It's
not
true.
until the
I know.
future.
A lot of money to spend for a concert.
Yeah. I don't know about any festivals coming out. I usually just kind of wait to the end of the year, and even then, I kind of question going to festivals.
The only one I want to go to over like New Year's is Northern Base.
Northern Base would be good,
Just because it's like
just for a day. I wouldn't go for.
I'd go for the whole time because it's like you get your money's worth, and then you get to do something for New Year's. It's like Daydreams is great, but you travel so far just for one day. It's
Yeah.
like almost not worth it, especially if the acts are like average. You know. Like
What we did for New Year's was we went to that Joe's Farm thing on the 31st.
Yeah.
That was a good night, good vibes. Next day, we took our group and we went to Whitianga for like 2 days and just chilled out in a cabin. And
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to do it. I couldn't
Yeah.
do 3 nights of like partying in a row at those festivals because I just like kill myself and drain and just like just feel dead afterwards.
I don't know. I can't be bothered spending the money to go to those festivals either. They're all just drum and bass half the time anyway.
Yeah, and you're not. I mean, you're there for the acts, but you're mostly there to just have a good time with your friends as well.
Yeah.
Just the good vibes of your mates. Like that's all Bay Dreams is about. It's just like the good vibes between all of us.
Well, me and Angus want to go to Aussie for New Year's this year.
I mean, that'll be a good idea.
If we can afford it, you know, if we can
just buy tickets now, mate.
$20. Yeah, true. Yeah. But I want to go do something for New Year's this year.
Yeah.
I don't really want to just go to a house party again. I'm fucking over that shit, bro.
Yeah. House parties.
It's just like
thought I'd never say it over house parties.
Well, I'm not over house parties. I'm just over the New Year's ones. I don't know why. It's just you kind of like
just another night.
You peak way too early half the time. So you start peaking around like 5 p.m. What? 6 p.m. bro, and then it's like by the time it gets to like 10:30, 11,
you just want to go to bed.
Everyone's just like fucked, and everyone's just like either like there's fucking drama, people are arguing, whatever the case is, just or people passing out. If you're Elliot,
Jesus.
But it's like I don't know, and then it gets to like midnight, and then everyone's sort of just like,
3, 2, 1, have a New Year, good night.
Yeah, and then everyone passes out. Yeah. Like, okay, well, that's my New Year's.
2020. What are your resolutions?
Yeah. But I don't know. Because it needs to be a big party, I reckon, if you're going to do it. You can't just have like 8 people.
Like a drinks.
Yeah. You got to have like a solid number, bro. Like at least 15, 20 people, I reckon. If you want to make it worthwhile sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to do the festival I want to do is Tomorrowland.
Oh, mate.
Where's that? That's in Europe, right?
I'd love
Belgium.
Belgium, yeah. When I went to Belgium, bro, I saw like the advertisement for it and shit.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I'll do that. 100%.
It's so expensive.
Or though. Ultra. You know Ultra?
Yeah, I know
That'd
Ultra.
be good.
But I just love to go to Tomorrowland just for the visual. Like seeing the stage and shit, you'd be like, fuck yeah. That'd be so good.
I remember in high school when I used to watch those after movie ones.
I watched all of them.
It was like, this doesn't even seem like real life. Like,
no.
All these like happy as looking people, and then you look at the stage, and I think one year I was watching it, there was like this face on the stage, and its eyes were just like constantly like looking around like this, and then the year after they had this like massive screen which had this book on it, and then I think on the inside the book it had all the artists' names and their songs and stuff, and then each artist it changed, the like book would like flip pages, and then I think it's just the fantasy aspect of it.
Yeah. I like the how the festival starts, because I'm pretty sure it starts with like someone like introducing it, like welcome to Tomorrowland, and then they're like going through the journey and shit, and then
it's an experience. Like, it's more than a festival, eh?
You're just like, let's fucking go.
And all the side stages and stuff, it's like a theme park. It's a theme park for music. That's man, bro. It's an experience. I would love to do that. I'm glad you brought that back to my memory.
But I know 2 people that have done it twice.
Yeah?
Yeah, 2 people done it twice. Used to do karate with them. And they were like, it's like fucking worth it. Like 100% worth it.
Those after movies, bro. I remember the one where it was the after movie where Swedish House Mafia did their last performance.
Yeah.
And they played like Don't You Worry Child.
Yeah, Greyhound and Don't You Worry Child.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. I want to go to Tomorrowland, I think. It'd be the one
we should do that.
Would spend, if we can get it. Because it's like October, isn't it? Something like that.
It's around Oktoberfest, I think, yeah. Just before, I'm pretty sure. They have flights dedicated to it. They have Tomorrowland planes.
It'd be like tough, like with work and shit though.
Oh, you can get time off.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We'd have to organize it properly to
organize it when you get the job. Just say like, I'll be away at this time. Please hire me.
Would you rather do that or like Coachella? See, I wouldn't do
Tomorrowland.
I'd do Tomorrowland.
I'd rather party with Europeans, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't take the fakeness of Coachella. Like people just doing it for publicity.
Oh yeah, too many influences.
Yeah,
and like,
they have amazing acts at Coachella. Like, I think this year it's Rage Against the Machine, Frank Ocean, and Tame Impala. Oh no, Childish Gambino.
It's pretty much every artist.
Every artist just wants to go there.
Yeah,
it's any PR for like any artist. Yeah. But I'd 100% prefer Tomorrowland.
Me too. I just prefer the whole.
People are definitely there to party.
And Europeans are like way more outgoing and just like easy to get along with.
Yeah. Like I mean, Yanks are, but you get Europeans at Coachella as well. I just think Tomorrowland's more of an experience than Coachella.
Yeah.
Coachella's just, big stages, massive flatlands. And
different culture.
Yeah.
No,
I just think European partying is just so much better.
Fuck yeah. No, I agree. Because like, there's so many different countries in Europe, so like everyone's
got a different story.
Everyone's got a different way of seeing things and doing things. But I just
agree.
love to walk around with like the New Zealand flag, just like fuck yeah, like it's a fucking Kiwi, alien. Holy shit, it's that guy. He's from Australia.
Like, where are you from in
You
Australia?
just start throwing fucking fists. Just like,
I'll take you down under.
Nah, I want to go some festivals, but oof,
Money.
it's so expensive, man.
Some money.
Especially for us, like literally 3/4 of the cost would be flights.
But you could do that when we were like 25, 26.
Yeah,
30.
50.
50.
You just see like these dudes like just pinging, just
Yeah.
50 years old, just
Midlife crisis.
yeah. Nah. Should we change topics completely and discuss go into some sports for the first time in a few weeks?
Yeah, if you like.
Yeah, sure.
So I think it's best to leave the sports for the end,
Yeah.
just in case people don't really want to.
I'll bring up the NBA standings,
Okay.
so we'll see what's going on there.
How are my Nets doing?
Yeah.
Oh, Karis LeVert.
Lost Kyrie Irving, right?
Thank God, to be honest.
Yeah. To be honest, he's
Damn.
not that much. He's not really doing that much for your team for what he's played.
Every now and then he'd have like, I don't know, 30 points with like 7 assists, and then next game he'd have like 19 and then 2 assists.
Doesn't pass the ball enough, bro. Alright, so we got Josh's Indiana in 6th, and then the Nets in 7th, 10 games behind.
What's happening, Liam?
Well, I've been watching a few of their games.
Yeah.
It's, games where they play like so well as a team, and then there's games where they kind of just, they look so out of it. That have like 1 to 2, maybe even 3 possessions in a row where they just kind of fuck everything up, and then other team gets on a good run. I think we lost to Memphis the other day by like 39
Yeah,
points.
you got fucking dirt. I remember seeing
Oh
that.
my God.
But how
That
good
was a
was
game
Karis
after
LeVert?
Karis LeVert's 51.
Dang.
Fucking hell.
Oh, that was so good. He dropped 37 points in the 4th in OT.
Dude, I remember just watching, like, because I kind of wasn't I had it on TV, but I wasn't really watching it.
Yeah.
And then 4th quarter came by, and then I was like, I could hear, like, just the hype increasing, and I was like, man, this dude's going off.
Yeah.
And he just, like, every possession, he was just scoring. Like, they just had no answer for him. And then he scored every single point in OT.
Yeah.
And I was just like, holy shit. Where did this dude, like, come from? Like, what the fuck?
Do you think he's going to be a superstar eventually?
I don't know. As soon as Kyrie and Kevin Durant come back,
Yeah,
the team is going to change so much next year.
Yeah.
Because you still have Dinwiddie, you got LeVert, you got Joe Harris. Yeah, he'll stay for sure. I don't know. I think either Dinwiddie or LeVert might go. I don't know if they'll keep on to them.
They'll get rid of LeVert if they do get rid of anyone. I reckon.
Ooh, that could be a mistake though.
Well, he's
How
pretty
old is he?
injury prone. He's young.
Yeah, he's
I
like
don't know how old he
21
is.
or 22 or
He's
something.
like around our age, yeah.
I know, but Dinwiddie is like, he's your point guard, man.
Dinwiddie's
End of the
solid,
day, bro.
man.
He's your
Dinwiddie's
point
so
guard.
good.
I think once Kevin Durant comes back, Kyrie will just like start playing insane again.
Well,
he needs that one player that can just, here's the ball. You do whatever you want now.
Yeah, because he plays way better as like a second fiddle.
Yeah.
Where it's like, he's not the main focus, but he can just silently drop 30.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, I got to guard him. But then, holy shit, KD's over here hitting fucking
This
5
giant
for 5.
motherfucker shooting threes.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Because you'll see him like what he was like when he was playing with LeBron.
Yeah.
Just,
Those 2 games in the finals where they both have 40 points 2 games in a row.
41. And was it game 5?
Yeah. That was insane,
Was
bro.
it game
Yeah.
6?
No, it was game 5. They have 40. And then they had another 40 the game after as well. 2 games in a row, they both had 40, I'm pretty sure.
It's just crazy, man. Because it's like when Kyrie's going off, there's just no answer for him, man. But
I saw someone pronounce Domantas Sabonis yesterday.
What the hell?
bro, did you hear?
That couldn't be more wrong.
There was a commentator. It was the other day. They were like advertising the Israel Adesanya fight with Romero.
Yeah.
You should have heard him like say the names, man.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, he's like
Israel
Adesanya, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then he's like versing Romero, and I'm just like,
The hell?
what the fuck, man? Like, and then like 10 seconds later, the other dude's just like, well, Era Hawani's going to come and talk some shit about you for botching those names.
Yeah. What's the funniest thing
how
you
do you
guys have
fuck
heard from
that
a
up?
commentator?
Click. This
Yeah?
is your Kodak moment. No, it's not actually that.
Commentator.
But probably some shit that Reggie Miller said.
Oh man,
Especially when we watched him and he's doing that.
I don't know, man.
the two funniest ones I've ever heard are both from like Russell Westbrook. So the first one was the like OKC commentator. I think Russell had like a crazy ass dunk.
Was that when he said he's out of his mind?
Westbrook's out of his cotton picking mind. And I was like, what?
What the hell?
Did he just say that? And then the other one was when Westbrook got a triple double, like going into like the fourth, and then the commentator, they were going to their like benches. And the commentator was like, and then he gets his like 30th triple double of the year, Russell Westbrook. I was like, what?
That was hilarious.
Actually, no, I heard something the other day that was crack up.
Russell
I
Westbrook.
can't remember who it was to, but the commentator was just like, "Oh, he's harder than fish oil."
Yeah, yeah,
Hell.
that's the Kings commentator. When
Yeah.
it was Omri Caspi going off him and Steph Curry trading.
Oh
like,
shit.
Oh, he's hotter than fish oil.
Oh god, I was just like, "Are you fucking serious? Like, what the fuck is that?
That was one of the funniest videos ever. Those like heat check videos.
He's harder
On
than
YouTube?
fish oil."
Oh, Omri Caspi is hotter than fish oil.
Like, isn't all oil
Fish oil hot.
The fuck? I
Bruh.
reckon Jeff Van Gundy, he gets me every time.
He's so good, bro.
It's because he's at the stage in his career where he just doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He
man.
just sits behind the booth. He knows that he's so well respected that he can say pretty much anything and not get fired. Do you guys remember when he was like, they started talking about second cousins for some reason, and Jeff Van Gundy's like, "Is it okay to get with your second cousin?"
Oh no, I do remember that.
Yes.
Oh man, that was so hilarious.
Fucking hell.
Mark
Also-
Jackson's sitting there with him, just like, what the?
Mike Breen.
Oh, Mike Breen.
What are you talking about?
Bro, I say bang all the time, and now I got my dad just walking around the house going bang, bang. And he goes, "This is your fault." I then he was working the other day, like in the study doing work, and I put on the top 10 bangs like loud as fuck on the TV.
Top 10 bangs. YouTube or?
Yeah, YouTube. And all you hear is just bang, 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 and then I just hear my dad from the office going like bang.
Such a good call, eh?
So right now, if playoffs were to happen, you'd be versing Boston.
I don't think it's gonna stay that way though. Pacers are gonna make a run to end the season.
So you reckon they're gonna go?
Viva. My
Yeah,
boy.
because they were like 2 or 3 games out of third seed or even second seed just before Oladipo got back.
Okay.
And then he got back and it like really screwed up our chemistry because he hadn't played for a year and like he hadn't played with a lot of the players on the roster. So for the first like 10 games, like we just had like nothing on offense. Like everything was disjointed. We lost like 8 out of 10 games or something, which was like a real big slide. We lost to the Knicks, which is a real
The
serious
most embarrassing loss in
sign in history. But he's looked really good. He's looked a lot better. And
Still athletic as fuck, bro.
he still is, which is a good sign.
Still quick.
Although I watched the first round series versus the Cavs 2 years ago, and
Oh
he
my
was
God,
like
man.
next level quick. Like
Insane.
he was unstoppable.
Yeah, I remember watching that at I think it was at Angus's place
Yeah.
when they won that game against the Cavs. I think it was game 1 we watched.
He just
Man,
needs to get
he's
his confidence
insane.
back, man.
Yeah,
Because he's still quick.
it always comes back though eventually.
Just needs a shot. Because once you have your shot, like everything's just gonna fall from there. Because if
Yeah.
you have a shot, they've got to guard the shot, which makes the drive so much better.
That's what he didn't have when he first came back. For whatever reason, his shot just wasn't there.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that.
Probably getting it back from the legs. It's the hardest part.
Yeah, he did a lot of set shooting, so like his touch is good, but it's way different to in-game shooting. So that's gonna take a while. But
Breaking
Pacers have
everything over
won.
there.
Make your mix, yeah.
They've won like 6 of 7 before the Bucks game yesterday, in which we didn't have like our 2 starting guards. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk shit about you losing to the Bucks because we got them today. And
yeah,
I want to see
Interesting.
the Bucks wipe the floor with us.
yeah.
Bucks are fucking good, man.
Hey man, but their best player is just a 7-foot dude who can only.
Oh,
dunk.
he's unskilled. Yeah,
He's
I forgot
unskilled,
about
dude
that.
He can just dunk.
Yeah.
James Harden, bro. Oh my god.
Giannis is so much better than James Harden. I'm saying that.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
100%.
Like seriously, man. Holy shit.
Giannis is skilled as hell as well. He's like 7-foot guy who can dribble.
He's such a good.
He's got good
facilitator
handles.
too, man.
And he's quick as fuck.
Mm.
Bro, he's averaging like 14 rebounds.
Yeah.
Man.
He's 28 and 14.
Do you remember him when he first
season.
came in, and like how like skinny he was?
Yeah.
And now he's like jacked.
Yeah.
He's fucking
He's a
massive.
beast.
I saw
now.
him live when he played the Knicks in New York. It was like the
Yeah.
last game of the season. And he did this like dunk from like the free throw line. But that was like before he was even big. It was like 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he like walks around this.
With that mean mug. Yeah. I was so gutted I didn't get to see him. That was the only player that I really wanted to see when I was
Giannis.
in the States. They came for a preseason game, and he said he was going to play all preseason games because he was taking it seriously. But then the one when they happened to be in Washington, he had a flu which was really
Coronavirus.
unfortunate. But I understand why players like LeBron, you've got like two different philosophies on load managing, which is like becoming quite a serious thing
Yeah.
because a lot of teams are realizing that like 82 games obviously doesn't matter how many breaks you have. Like that's just too many
Stress. A lot of stress.
too much stress on your body.
Yeah.
And I think I saw another stat recently that said that of the teams that win the finals, of the teams that win the finals, they have 80% less injuries than the team they beat on the other side,
Well, that's
which is insane.
Well, that's
it's
fair enough.
something close to that.
Makes total sense, right?
But if you
Yeah,
go
the
back,
last
like,
Full roster.
yeah, so it's
Like, you
like,
saw with the Warriors, man, they lost because of injuries essentially.
yeah. And then you talk about Cavs, Kyrie, Kevin Love,
Yeah.
2 years in a row. So
And then Bogut the year after. Who else? I guess
Fucking
Draymond Green
Cavs.
got fucking suspended again.
yeah,
No. Yeah, bro, of course. You got to have a healthy team, man.
yeah. And so you've got the two philosophies. So what I really appreciate is LeBron, what he's doing. So he's trying to play every single game regardless. He's not trying to rest. And the reason is that he says, if I come into town and some kid wants to see me play,
I'm going to play.
like I'm going to play.
But it's also like, you're paid to fucking play, man.
Yeah.
You're paid.
Yeah,
what?
But you're paid to win as well, I guess, at the
Yeah,
same
but
time.
Yeah, but you're paying these guys like 30 million a year essentially to
Mm.
play basketball. If they're only going to play fucking 50 games
Yeah.
in the regular season, like it's fucking ridiculous.
You are,
dude.
when you say like pay to win, you do pay a lot for like those players. You know, you got Kawhi on the Clippers now.
Yeah.
Look how popular the Clippers are
Yeah.
now.
But it's also
Yeah.
like
Huge.
you're paying those players because you know that they're going to bring in
They're
revenue.
gonna bring in everything.
So like
Yeah.
Fans, revenue.
yeah, so people are going to come watch them play, so they got to play, right?
But you still sell tickets on knowing that
Yeah.
they could play tonight.
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah.
load management should be like you shouldn't be able to just skip games. I think it should be like
Well, they are cutting down on it or something, aren't they? They're trying to introduce something
Yeah.
which reduces it. Because
well, you just
what's
have
his
to come
name?
up with a legit reason.
Russell got fined. D'Angelo
Yeah.
Russell got
Yeah, 'cause
fined like 35K for not playing the
Yeah,
Olympics.
because
exactly.
they didn't file like a proper injury update.
Yeah, he just sat on the bench.
But the thing is, you can just put anything down. You
Yeah,
can
that's
say like
what I'm saying.
migraines,
Yeah.
right? Like it's the same with
Yeah.
people that go to
Pulled
get.
groin in the previous game.
Yeah, it's
Hungover.
like how are you gonna go feel around in his groin? Like,
Yeah.
mate, that's not injured. I can feel that.
Well, so I think
That's
it
a
should
good
just
groin
be
you've got there.
Reduce the minutes. Like instead of like say LeBron or say Kawhi because he rests fucking all the time. Instead of him playing 35 minutes, you just play him like 22 minutes or something.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it should be like you have to set like a maximum minutes or a minimum minutes to play. You know,
Because you
like,
still give the fans, I got to see this dude play,
yeah.
even if he's on there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous what the Clippers are doing, bro. Like they're two superstars.
But this team is strong as hell without them.
They're gonna make the
That's what I'm
playoffs.
saying. Like
and
they
then-
rest. Their two best players rest nearly every second game, and they've got like what 37 wins. Like it's like
Yeah.
what the fuck, man.
They might need to figure out a way
They
to.
got 42. I'm
They
pretty
got
sure.
43.
43.
43 wins, bro. 5 games behind the Lakers.
Kawhi
What?
takes every
43
second
and
round.
what? How many losses?
Oh shit, I just closed it.
Oh, it'd be like 14.
something like that.
Jeez, that's a bloody good record. And
For-
they haven't
for a team
had.
that rests a lot of their players.
No, 43 and 11 they'd be.
Yeah, 43 and 19.
What?
Lakers are 47 and 13.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But the West has, well, playoff teams so far, all over 30 wins, whereas the East only has 6 teams with 30 wins, but they're like 37. Like the difference between 6th and 7th is 10 games.
The top 5 teams in the East are really close as well.
Or top 6 because Indiana. You're only 1 game behind. You're half a game behind Philly.
Philadelphia, man. You guys think Embiid and Ben Simmons are a good match?
Yeah.
I don't really think they play off each other though. That's the thing. Like, they're both good players, but they don't play like together. They kind of just play. They just hope that they're both gonna play good games. You know what I mean? They don't feed off each other, and I think that's the main problem. It's like normally when you had like, Shaq and Kobe, they would feed off each other. Like they would play off how they would be playing. So, but they don't.
Yeah.
So
they just they either have the ball or they don't.
They're just playing their own game and just hoping that they can both drop 30 and fucking 10 and shit.
Yeah. Well, Embiid needs to be able to space the floor.
He shoots way too many jump shots, bro.
But he's shooting really badly from 3, isn't he? This year.
It's like
you shouldn't be shooting from 3 in general.
You got players
he
like
has
Al
to be
Horford
though with
that can
Ben
shoot.
Simmons. Like,
Nah, but Al Horford can spread the floor, man.
Al Horford's dog shit
by
this
himself. Guys,
year.
I'm spreading the
Sucks
floor.
this year, man.
Well, think about it. If you have him spreading the floor, you've still got to guard it. And if you guard it, Joel Embiid's going to have free fucking lane. Free access into the paint, bro. Like,
if you look at how the Rockets have been playing recently, they're doing a 5-out offense where they pull all 5 players out of the key, and then Westbrook or Harden will just drive in so easily.
Westbrook's playing fucking beast in the
He's
series,
just
man.
unstoppable on his drives.
Because they spread the floor so much.
I've realized now, like watching them play like this, like how good Westbrook actually is, just because of the way they play. Because you're seeing the mid-range game back with him, like how fucking just hard
his
the
mid-range
game
game is insane.
Just pull up, bro. Pull up on a dime. It's just like he'll drive full tilt and then just like stop, pull up. And
I just really don't want to see him get injured again, like the whole Pat Beverly thing back in the day. Because
he's playing really hard.
From like experience of having like really bad knees and like absorbing impact over time, like man, that takes a toll. But these guys are millionaires, so they should probably be able to look after their bodies like pretty well.
Yeah, the thing is, he's playing really, really hard.
Yeah,
and like
every time, it's like
he's only got that mode. So, but you just worry that like it goes the other way because you don't want to see good players out for the playoffs.
Yeah,
as well. So it's like, should he be resting?
Well, you think of how like Derrick Rose basically kind of quote unquote like ended his career, just off a hop step, and he broke his like entire leg basically.
His numbers are better than his MVP season this year.
Yeah, I know. It's nuts.
The difference is his team's shit.
His team's dog shit.
Yeah.
The Bulls were like the best in the league back then.
Oh man, I miss fucking MVP Rose though. Just like
it's like the best way to watch, but like best basketball you can watch.
Explosive guards that just attack.
He was so fucking. He was like the first breed of point guards like that, though.
Yeah. Just then it was like Kyrie, and then you had Westbrook.
Because Westbrook was like kind of the next Derrick Rose, in a sense.
Yeah, athleticism wise,
just pure athleticism. Like plays off athleticism.
Yeah,
like that's his game.
And just the finishing as well. Like Kyrie Irving's finishing.
Just come up, fucking spin around. He's like, what the fuck, man? How does
it's all athleticism.
Dude's hanging in air for like 10 seconds. Yeah. It's like that's crazy, man. But nah, he's playing fucking well for the Pistons. Dragic, did you not get the memo? Nah, I don't know. I just don't want to see the Rockets win. I don't care. I don't like the Rockets.
Fair enough.
I don't want to see the Rockets and the Sixers win.
Sixers, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about the Sixers, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to see the Sixers win, bro. I don't like.
They're in no position to win.
Oh, and obviously I don't want to see the Clippers win either.
Why not?
Fucking Lakers are
from
LA,
and Celtics, right?
Actually, I don't really.
You don't want to see any team by the sounds of it.
No, actually, I wouldn't mind. Like, obviously, a Lakers fan, I shouldn't say Celtics, but I actually don't mind their team. Like, I like Jason Tatum and I like Kemba, and I like Gordon Hayward, bro. I think Gordon Hayward is the key to them.
Do they start all those small forwards? Tatum.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Tatum plays power forward.
Hayward comes off the bench.
Nah, Hayward starts at small forward, and they start Tatum at the 4.
And Jaylen Brown shooting guard.
2, yeah.
Wow.
Kemba at the 1.
That's a pretty deadly lineup, man.
Yeah,
they're going to be good in the playoffs.
Good shooters.
Yeah.
But I think if they play Indiana first round, they're gonna struggle, bro. They got no answer for fucking Sabonis and Turner. Like in terms of just like size.
That's your favorite thing to hear all day, man.
Bro.
No answer for Miles Turner.
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a true statement.
I know
thing
Turner's pretty ass, but like
he's not. He's not ass, but
you still gotta guard him.
You can
Still a
tell
big body.
like he doesn't have that. Like if you
Intelligence.
gave, it's not intelligence. He's actually a really intelligent guy, but if you gave Miles Turner Russell Westbrook's mentality, he would be like an instant all-star. Like he has all the tools.
He's been an all-star, hasn't he?
No, he hasn't.
Isn't
Like he can shoot.
How many coffees you had?
Too many, man. I'm fucking shaking here.
Dude, you've seen his shooting, right? His shooting's insane. He can dribble.
No. Okay, on the
Insane?
shooting. The one thing I remember about his shooting is that time he had that like baseline shot against the Cavs. He like shoots this absolute brick like front rim,
Yeah.
grabs it, and then absolutely baptizes Tristan Thompson off. On a dunk.
Yeah.
I will admit his 3-point shooting is probably one of the best in terms of like bigs.
It's so effortless.
Yeah, but you see, honestly, anytime he misses a three, it's because he's
Bricks it.
like overthinking or something.
Yeah.
You can see when he plays that he's like thinking,
Yeah.
and he's not like aggressive. He doesn't have like ultimate confidence, I don't think, in his offensive abilities.
Yeah.
In the demons, man.
I just think the Celtics won't have an answer for Sabonis in the playoff series.
Sabonis, you know how Sabonis will play. He'll produce.
But
It's
he's
whether
so-
Turner
Yeah.
and Oladipo can.
But Sabonis
Can
is
play.
just so good at ball handling as like the pick player.
Mm.
Like he'll set the pick, roll, get the ball, and then he'll play facilitator from the pick, and he's
Yeah.
just so good from it, man.
Like he knows exactly what to do.
he's so composed.
Yeah,
It's just
he
like,
knows when to shoot it, when to pass, when to spin,
Yeah.
dribble. Whereas Turner will get it, and if
And
he doesn't
pop
have a
straight
shot
away.
straight away, if he doesn't have a shot, he'll just get the ball and go like for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Confused.
that destroys an offense straight away.
Hey, Sabonis is worth half of Paul George, man. It's pretty crazy how he's like turned out.
Dude,
he's playing better than
Sabonis,
Paul George.
he
Same
might have
as
more
Oladipo,
impact.
right?
Oh,
Oladipo were
Oladipo,
part of the trade.
Oladipo in his first season was better than Paul George, I think.
Bro, you definitely won that trade.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely won that trade.
I actually called it at the time, by the way.
I mean, you're a fan. Of course, you're gonna call it.
No, like most of our fan base was like losing their minds
Or over Paul George. Leaving.
over Paul George
Yeah.
leaving. Like, oh, we're only getting.
It's because
people
you
didn't
lost
know
a
who
lot
Sabonis
of players,
was.
though. Because you lost like Roy Hibbert when he was playing well,
Yeah,
and then you lost David West when he was playing well. You
Yeah.
lost George
Stevenson.
Hill. You lost
I guess
Jeff
we
Teague.
we
I know you
just
got
losing
Jeff
too
Teague.
many players that took us to the Eastern
Yeah,
Conference
you
Finals.
lost all your like key players.
Yeah, but at the same time, it was time to move on. And you know, Paul George, for whatever reason, is super inconsistent still,
Yeah.
and he's not necessarily a good playoff performer. I'd say it's hard to say because maybe it's injuries, but
He was good for the Pacers,
mm,
but you saw when he played for the Thunder, when they didn't have like shooters, when it was literally just him and Westbrook, both
yeah.
of them were just so inconsistent.
It makes it harder. And the Utah Jazz are a really good defensive team,
Mm.
so you can understand. But
They lost to the Jazz, and then they lost to
Rockets, right?
no, it was Portland.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, they lost Poland.
Bye bye.
bye bye.
Yeah, but that's only because Lillard honestly fucking staunched that series. Holy
Mm.
shit.
I don't know what happened to him against the Warriors. Did he
I
get
think he
injured?
was injured.
Is he
Yeah,
injured?
I don't know.
yeah.
He missed game 1, right? With like rib problems or something.
Oh, that's actually what I want to touch on. Just quickly, I don't know how much time we
Rib
got.
problems.
We're at hour 20. We'll probably go to 30. Fuck it.
I feel like the
Oh my God.
the East is such a like matchup. Like the difference is the matchups. Like it's like a boxing fight or a UFC fight. You know, when you have a grappler against a boxer or some shit. Like I find the East is like that. Like all the teams are so good in the East, like the top 6 teams, but they're all like matchup, like nightmares for each other, sort of thing. So it's like the Bucks are really good against teams like, I don't know, the 76ers because they match up height wise and they can spread the floor. But against the Raptors, they struggle because the Raptors have got such a good interior defense. Like every team sort of counters the other team, and it's just like it's all going to come down to who matches up against who. And
Yeah, it's gonna be
sort of
very
who
good
gets
to
through.
watch.
Matchups are so interesting in basketball, man.
Because I think that's what it is now, bro. Teams are so like strategically built now compared to what they sort of used to be. that now it's all just whoever
Right.
you come up against is gonna, whether it's a matchup fucking disadvantage or not.
Well, back in the day, it was all about, you have a ball handler, you have a really good shooter,
and a big,
you got a dude who can go on the post, and then you got a big.
yeah.
That's like most teams were like built around. But now we have like the Rockets. It's like, oh, they're all shooters.
All spreading the floor.
And their center is 6'5".
All switching. Just switch every play the zone.
Yeah. It's so interesting, man, how much the game has changed.
But no, it's just because it's a quicker game as well.
Mm.
Far more like quick pace and shit. But
Do you think it's more entertaining now than it was?
at times, but I don't like, because the league now has just become all like, I don't know the word. I want to say cosmetic, but that's probably not the right word.
Yeah, it's close, I think.
It's kind of
pretty
just like
good
it's
word.
all just for for a show and for like publicity. Like there's no real like sport behind it now, I guess.
Okay.
Was that how I see it, at least? Like,
More as entertainment than
yeah,
sport.
it's more entertainment than sport. Like Greg Popovich has talked about it so much. Like there's no like intelligence anymore. It's just kind of spread the floor, shoot the ball, like play
Score
through two
points.
players sort of thing. Like there's no real like, set plays and kind of trying to strategically play against the team. And I find
Well, you think about like bench depth now as well. Obviously, like Clippers and stuff, they have like a really good bench.
Yeah.
But
you have
like
to.
Lou Williams has been like 6th man of the year for like how many years straight? There's been like no like really like decent bench players
Good
to
bench
like
players.
like
think
match Lou Williams at that that category.
This year it's Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, Schroeder's pretty good.
Schroeder
Yeah,
this year, I reckon. Well, that's my 6th man of the year.
yeah.
Well, actually, I don't even know who else is 6th man.
Well, obviously
like
Lou
other
Williams
teams.
is in the conversation again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no idea.
that's the thing. Like,
I mean,
there's
Montrezl
no
Harrell. The stupid thing is they have 2 players that go in the running for 6th man of the year. The
Same
Clippers.
team.
How the
Yeah.
fuck do you have that? How do you have 2 6th men from the same team?
Well, their team was
Logically.
already stacked before PG and Kawhi showed up.
Yeah.
So
So
that's why their record's so good.
Who else is a 6th man of the year?
Oh fuck! I just had one in my head.
I can't even think of it.
Dwight.
No, he's not even 6th man. He
Um.
doesn't even start. He doesn't even play the first quarter half the time.
Really?
No, they normally like bring him on in the second.
I'm trying to think who would be 6th man. Who comes off the bench for the Raptors?
Him.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't even know who comes off the bench for the Raptors. What about most improved? Mine's Brandon Ingram.
Oh. For me, most improved. Oh my god. Yeah, Ingram would be up there. There's another player though.
You could even say Sabonis. Again.
Bam.
Yeah, possibly.
I'll say Bam.
Oh, actually, yeah, Bam. But Bam, oh yeah.
Bam.
Bam.
Yeah, actually, no, Bam is a good shout, to be honest.
Bam.
Bam or
Ingram.
Ingram.
Ingram's
That's tough.
Ingram's good.
Most improved is tough, man. Because it's like, they've got to be pretty shit the previous season.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah,
I
that's
get
the
it.
one I was thinking
Yeah.
of, yeah. The dude from the
that's,
Thunder.
yeah, actually, yeah.
He's playing bloody
Actually,
well.
yeah. Now I think about it, there's actually quite a few players that have, like,
Decent
come out,
players, yeah.
like, broken out this year.
I think Ingram will get it though.
Yeah,
his
he'll get it.
jump's been really big.
Yeah, I think his
Really
is just,
big.
is just more noticeable because he's left a team and he's gone to another team, and all
Yeah,
of a
that
sudden he's gone
definitely
from
helps.
18 points to 26
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like an all-star. So it's like, it's a massive jump. But, I don't know. Rookie of the year for me is still Jay Morant.
Yeah.
Regardless of how many games Zion Williamson plays. He's only going to play like, they're like comparing averages, and I'm like,
He's missed 44 games.
dude, John Morant has played, 60 games. Zion Williamson has played 18. Like, of course his stats are going to look fucking better.
Yeah.
He's played, like, 30 games less.
You can't be
What do
rookie
you
of the year
expect?
if you haven't played for a year.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
A whole year.
I think
But-
you got to play at least half.
But Zion's definitely the better player.
Yeah. He's a better player for sure.
It depends what the award's for.
But
I
the
guess.
rookie of the year is given to the rookie of the year.
But I also think the Pelicans, if Zion Williamson was playing from the beginning of the season, their team is far better than the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, they'd be sitting in the playoffs.
Their team
right
is
now.
far better.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Zion Williamson has got Ingram around him. He's got Drew Holiday. He's got players like Lonzo and Josh Hart and other players that are like decent players around him. But I don't know. Memphis Grizzlies,
true.
who they got?
Jaron Jackson.
No one really though.
Yeah, dog shit.
Song of the week. We'll finish on songs of the week.
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah, sure.
Is
this really a jazz? This isn't really a jazz podcast, is it?
What do you mean?
Well, I was gonna suggest a jazz song, but I don't
Up
think
to you, man.
It's not
Whatever
really...
your song of the week is, you fire away, man.
I got mine.
I gotta
Do
go.
you want me to start?
You go first, yeah.
Mine this week is "Far From Home" by Five Finger Death Punch.
Holy.
Bit of metal. Tell us about the song.
It's actually
kind of mood you in, man.
It's not really like metal though. It's like soft.
Soft
It's
metal.
like soft metal, yeah.
Right.
So it's nice, man. I love that dude's voice. It's like that grunty, like Disturbed. You know the guy's voice from Disturbed. It's like that.
Indestructible.
Yeah. So it's just like a real powerful voice, man. Like vocal cords, like they're so strong. I love it, man. That's my song for this week, I reckon.
Josh.
All right. We'll go with Sookie by.
Sookie.
Come on, these guys want to hear some. These guys want to hear some new music. We'll go Sookie by Grant Green, legendary jazz performer.
Nice.
And that song is an incredible jazz.
The song
tune.
is called Sookie.
It's called Sookie.
Sookie.
And we'll put it in the description so you guys can find it as well.
Yeah.
That's a nice 10, 11-minute jazz song.
Nice.
It's just front to back. It's just incredible.
Bit of length.
Right, and you, Liam?
My one is, excuse my profanity, Fuck the World by Brent Faiyaz. Do you know that song?
No, I don't.
It's so, I don't know, I was like just randomly playing Minecraft the other day, right?
Well,
And I just chuck on
Minecraft.
I chuck on like a playlist. I use Frank Ocean Radio, and it
Yeah.
updates like every day. So I just play it in the background, dude. And I'm listening to the song, and I'm just like sitting there, just like, holy! It's like such a smooth, like flowing song.
Oh, yeah?
And I just walk straight into lava and die.
Beautiful.
I was just like,
So
You
I love
just
it.
too-
I was so zenned out. I
You're
just
just
completely
too
forgot where I
zen, yeah.
was.
How
dude.
good.
Walk straight into the lava and die.
You just don't mention the point where you curse and use profanity.
Yeah. No, I was so chill, man. I was like, damn, I just died, but the song is so.
It does
fire.
not matter.
Versus
Life
when you're in
is
the nether, bro,
cyclical.
and, like lava flows out and you're in a corner and you're like, fuck. And
It's
you're like-
over.
you're level 30. You just fucking flip the table.
Oh, that's the worst part about dying in Minecraft. When they added
the
that
levels,
fucking
bro.
experience.
The levels.
Yeah. I actually might jump on Minecraft tonight, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Damn.
I'm thinking about it.
Could be kid.
We should start a How Good Minecraft. So.
How good is Minecraft?
Right. So that's all
At
we
an
got
hour and
for today?
32, this might be our PB. We should
It
stop
definitely is.
talking, bro.
Definitely is.
We should stop rambling.
Alright. Well, as always.
So you got anything else?
I actually do.
Wait, actually. Okay, so
Let's leave it.
number 7, done and dusted.
Number 7, yeah. As always, leave some comments or
Give us
some
suggestions. Timestamps will be in the description, courtesy of Joshua.
ideas. Please give us
Yeah.
some ideas. Honestly, no one's really given us ideas.
You know, I get like ideas from people like, oh, you should put it on Spotify. And
Maybe
like,
they don't want to get. Maybe they're just happy to listen to us talk about random shit.
yeah, they like
Mm.
our ideas
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to know what they want to hear. More.
Yeah, give us something to talk about.
You guys want
Like,
to hear?
Yeah.
even if it is quite opinionated, I'd like to talk about it. So,
Yeah.
well, that's us for this week.
Yeah. Well, thank you for listening to the How Good podcast. Keep
Thank
it real.
you.
I love to keep it real, eh?
Keep it real.
All right, see you later.
See you, people.